Previously on the Great Western 5199 channel.
It is day 4 and today we're going to be going on the trains and going to Birmingham and doing a bit of train spotting in New Street and Snow Hill Station.
That's alright, we don't have a red. No, we're only going to Snow Hill, I was just wondering.
I think this might have been a Great Western line. Look at that roof descending into New Street.
Currently on the Great Western 5199 channel.
I think I've found the old part of New Street Station. So I think these arches must have been built when the station was. So they're really, really old. I think, I'm not sure, but look at this. There's also some others over there. There they are. Lots of old station stuff. Presumably it's because it would be too costly and it would get in the way of too many people to try and replace this bridge, so it's just been maintained in its original state. There's also a horse for some reason. So we're now back up above the platforms, and I've found something really interesting. They've got a glass viewing point where you can see the station. There's not one but two signs that say stop. Wonder what's happened here then. Huh. Whatever it is, it can't be good. I say that, but maybe it is literally just some people working on the track. Never know. There's the rotunda. As an April Fool's prank a few years back, my mum got pranked into thinking that they were making the rotunda spin. So that was quite funny to hear the story about. Apparently she was telling a ton of other people when one of them just said to her, "What day is it?" And she just went, "Oh." Yeah, that was funny. I've found some buses. Came over here just to film them for Northerner. There's an abnormally large amount of London taxis considering we're not even in London. There's a statue here, apparently it's called the Iron Man. I wouldn't say I'm a fan, not really, but there will be people who are. Another bus. There he goes. There's a lot of buses. There's an original Warhol there. That's cool. Taxi cab. Now just here is what makes Birmingham a city. The cathedral. Look at that thing. Aston. And a Porsche. Look at that truck. I'll say it again, I wouldn't want to live in Birmingham, but I love its car culture and its train culture. All the stuff in Birmingham is pretty cool. I think I prefer the nice countryside. Either way, it's still pretty cool in the city. Look at all these buildings. And we're back at Great Western Metals, Snow Hill Station. Now we've made some rough plans to get off at Jewellery Quarter and see if we can see some trams, but I don't know if they're running today, so we might not see any. No promises. Anyways, here we are. I'm probably not going to film the return trip because I did that on the way here. But yeah, here we are, Snow Hill. Plans changed, no Jewellery Quarter, but we might be seeing some trams later, so stay tuned and watch for some future videos.
So I was just editing the video and I realised that I forgot to say the trams weren't actually running on the time that we were there, so never did get to film any trams. Either way, never mind.
Get your newspapers and magazines here. Huge selection of titles available. Yeah. Back at Rowley. So there's Dudley Sea Cadets, but we're in Dudley obviously, so we're nowhere near the sea. Back at the house now. Got a McFlurry. It's a cream egg one. I think it's a special for Easter, but I'm not sure. It's well nice. Look at the colour of that sky. It's incredible. Oh, come on. I always miss that diesel. I don't know what it is, but that diesel has been coming up and down and I always miss it. I always miss the diesel at the front of the train. Oh well, never mind. I'm normally the kind of person who is happy to go on a holiday, but is equally happy to come home, but for some reason for this holiday, I don't want to go home. I don't know if it's the trains or the Black Country Living Museum or the trains or Hayden Hall or the trains or the Crooked House or the trains but I love it here. It's beautiful. I think I'll be fine with it once we get back, but I really have loved it here. Birmingham's a beautiful place, can't speak. Beautiful place. And as long as you know where to look, you can find the most beautiful places. Most beautiful things. Tomorrow we get to go back to the Black Country Living Museum because they had an Easter thing on the canal experience, but tomorrow then they're not doing that, so we get to have the proper experience where they talk about the history. So that'll be exciting tomorrow. But we also have to leave the house tomorrow. We're leaving the house and going straight to the Living Museum. Then after that we're going back home. As I say, I think I'll be fine once we get home, but I wouldn't mind coming back here once more. Staying here again. Well, I better go pack my stuff. Good night, everybody. And I'll see you again. Sorry to spoil the really sad end of video type of vibe, but one thing I'm really going to look forward to when we get home is having consistent Wi-Fi, because since I'm in the top room of the house, which is why I can see the trains through the trees, then my Wi-Fi keeps dropping off. So when I'm trying to watch Top Gear compilations or some of my subscribers' videos, then I can't really watch them because the Wi-Fi keeps dropping off and going onto data. Then I have to pause and wait for it to connect, and then start playing again, by which point it's already decided it wants to drop off. So yeah, it's just the consistent, endless cycle. So I look forward to having consistent Wi-Fi when we're home. Either way, good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.